YouTube, this is just one back again. I have a figure arrived, I think it was Friday. Yeah, Friday, Thursday or Friday. This is a bootleg figure from, well, it's copied from the movie It, Pennywise. It doesn't have any title, no writing at all, no, yeah, it's just pretty much just the company name, ACME, down below. ACME Toys, and that's it. Yeah, so it's they definitely avoided any sort of copyright right there. So that's the box. Let's put that over there. Pretty straightforward figure, but it does have an accessory piece that I thought was very appealing, and that's the base. Here, the only issue is the fitting part for the crutch grabber is very wobbly and unstable. So probably the option there would be to fix it and glue it on, so it's solid. It's just pretty much a. We'll come around this side and I'll show you it all. And yeah, I think it's pretty cool, very cool. Okay, like I was saying, the base, I mean, the base itself is really strong, solid piece of resin. It does have a title, it does, which surprises me, it does have Pennywise on a metal plate here, so more like it's probably an engraving of some sort, or pressed in there. It does have the water effect, or muddy, dirty sort of rain water effect. It's like you do have when you have the flow of running water down the side of a curb off the street, their side of the street there. Sort of a brown section, like a lid maybe off the drain. I'm not too sure why it's brown, but yeah, it's effective just the same. Now this is the part I was talking about. It's just a very clear piece of bar, or clear plastic bar. I'm not sure what else. A pin. It's loose in there itself. It's very, and then when you put it in here, you have that sloppy play. So definitely have to fix it with some glue. But the whole idea of this this drain effect is to do what they've done here is very clever. They've actually added a neck piece with the rubber fitting, which is just the same as the figure itself has, where the head just slots on and goes on a slight angle. And that's the reason for that. You can have both of these heads can go on there. So the smiling face, or the serious face. I prefer the serious face. And then you just simply lift it up and store it under there, and you get the same effect as what the Pennywise. I'll just zoom up. See that? The Pennywise effect, where he's talking to the boy. And what they've done on top of that is they've made this boat, and it does have some writing on there. Gee, I'll just give it a close up there, and hopefully you can see it. Yep. Okay, so we put the boat on the little bit of the water there. There's plenty of spots where it can slot in. And there you have it. Very good effect, very good accessory. Yeah, very happy with that. Now I'll just zoom back to show you the clown himself. It comes with the a la naturel hand, which I have taken off. And that's the left hand, to place the other gloved hand that pinches the balloon. Now the balloon is like it's not a wire, it's like a plastic sort of rod which goes straight into this hard plastic balloon. The unfortunate thing is that the higher you go with the balloon, the more unstable it becomes. To get around that, I've pushed this part, the top of the balloon, onto the underneath of the next floor of the DTOF, which holds it pretty much straight. Other than that, you probably have to lower it down to this sort of level where you can control the balloon a bit more. The head, I think they've done a pretty good job of the head. Really, I mean, there is the option of if you wanted to put the orange sort of, you know, a lot of custom people, kit bashers, like to put the real looking hair on there, like they do with the Joker, you know, so forth. I don't have a problem with this at all. This hair, I really like it, and I especially like what they've done with the eyes. They've placed the eyes on the top of the eye section, so when you're pretty much nodding the head down, then he's looking through the top of his eyebrow. That gives you that sinister, evil sort of look. That was very impressive how they've done that. They also have done it with the normal looking normal faced Pennywise. I'll just give you a quick run around there. The hair's the same, just a smile. That's a really good sculpt. Very impressed with the sculpt. You know, for a bootleg, you know, a fairly reasonable priced figure, a 1/6 figure. I think they've done a pretty good job, this ACME. I don't know if they all live under the same roof, these bootleg companies, but geez, they spit them out. I tell you what, they really spit them out. I don't have a 1/6 Pennywise. I have the NECA 10-inch versions of both films, the early one and the later one. Pretty much looks exactly the same as this. It's that grey sort of effect clothing. Now the clothing's really well done. I don't see any faults. It's got the roping in the right places, around the shoulder, just at the elbow, both sides, and the around the wrists, and the bells attached. So it's pretty much authentic to what you see in the movie, and the frills are really well done. The clothing tailoring is top notch. You know, you'd pay top dollar if this was a licensed figure. This is very similar to the QMX Quantum Mechanics figure that they're making. The only difference is, I think, that they have the opened mouth, where the sharp teeth, you know, the scene where he bites the boy's arm off, that huge mouth. They are making that, but you're also paying for it as well. So, and I believe that you can probably pick up one of those heads from eBay to fit back onto this figure, and that actual head. So that's another option. I probably wouldn't like that. That head is terrifying. So I like just the smirk version. That to me is fine. Very well done. Probably a little bit of weathering on the gloves. I'm not too sure. I can't remember from the film. But maybe if the gloves are probably not as white, I suppose. The articulation, you know, I think it's double jointed for sure. In the legs, that's definitely double jointed. And while we're talking about the legs, let's just have a look at these boots. You know, the boots are really good, really well done. Why they didn't use this sort of soft pom-pom type things on the end of this boot, it's got me stuffed. But you know, But the rest of it, the articulation, you got that sort of up high articulation, so the boots don't move at all, they're just a solid piece. The pants are great, they just really, they fluff up really well. Just fluffing, you know, so when you want to, you know, go down to detail and get it right, well, you can spend a bit of time and yeah, and fluff it up a bit. So that's what you pretty much get, you know, you get this really good clown, which is Pennywise from the It film, unlicensed of course. And I suppose you just have to sum up whether you want to pay, you know, premium license pricing, which is, you know, some people do and some people don't. Either way, I'm not too fussed really with the Pennywise character. So I'm just glad to have it in my grubby little paws. I hope, yeah, we'll just disconnect and we'll just give you another shot of that clown face that's in the bottom, in the drain. I really like it. You can also, with a spare hand, you can always chuck that in there as well. Why not? Okay, let's just dismount. Really nice face. The outfit's great. Down to the other clown there. Now, doesn't that make a great still shot? That one right about there. Yeah. You know, that sinister face in that drain. Spooky shit. Right, let's get right up close. Look at those eyes. The eyes are really well done. Oh, so having that added to the feature of this figure, which is really good, I think tops it. It really does top it. So that's all I really want to say, really. I'm glad to have this figure, and I hope you've enjoyed my video. And that's it for me. Test just went out. Catch ya.